this is our Google Meet with the owner of our company, which is Akmal Danish bin Nazri. He is the owner of Ishraf Surprise Deco. Okay, the company we choose for our assignment project is the Ishraf Surprise Deco. Okay, Ishraf Surprise Deco is the company that provide the service for event and wedding planner and also the photography. Okay, for the business activities, there are several activities that the main activity that they do in their business. And the first one is the client consultation and event planning. Okay, the first thing to do when a client is interested and books the services, they will meet them to understand the budget and event requirements. During the meeting, they will also discuss about the overall theme and style and also logistic of the events. Okay. As for the photography plan, the company needs to interact with clients to understand their photography needs, preference, and vision for the shoot. At the same time, they must manage the appointments, bookings, and scheduling shoots in coordination with clients' dates and preference. Okay, the second one is design conceptualization. By following the client's desire and preference for the events, the company need to create the unique and creative design concepts that tailor to each event, including color schemes, layout, and decorative elements. For the photography plan, they must be planning and organizing all aspects of the shoot, including location, scouting, and concept development. Okay, the third one is sourcing and procurement. Okay, after all the uh, activities for the planning, they will need to find the necessary materials, decoration, props, and equipment for the event while considering quality and effectiveness. Next is decoration setup and also installation. Okay, this is when the company manage the setup and installation of decoration, ensuring they are placed according to the design, their plan and the client's specification. It also involves collaborating with other vendors such as florists, caterers, and rental companies to ensure seamless coordination and execution of the event. Okay. Next one is the photography session. For the photography session, this is when the company conducts the professional and creative photo shoots, ensuring proper lighting, composition, and direction to capture high quality photo. Okay, the next one is the after the photography session, they will do the post production editing. Okay, after the event, it is time to edit and retouch the photos using software like Adobe Photoshop or Lightroom to enhance their quality and meet client expectations. Okay. And then they will do the delivery and the distribution. When it comes to delivering final edited photos to clients through digital downloads, online galleries, or physical print to ensure timely and secure delivery. Okay. And the last one is for the marketing and promotion. Uh, this is the last thing to do for the business. Through this is when the marketing of the business through various channels such as social media, website, networking events, and collaborations to attract the new clients and to retain the existing ones. By effectively managing these activities, this business can deliver memorable events and outstanding photography services, build a strong client base, and also achieve long-term success in the industry. The location of business is in at the Jalan Tanjung Minyak 27, Taman Tanjung Minyak 75250, Melaka. And for the capital contribution, the owner brought in the RM 3,000 ringgit of the capital to start the company.
Moving on, we also have business characteristic. For Ishraf Surprise Deco, they meet all the characteristic of sole proprietorship business. So, without further ado, we are going to discuss point number one, which is business registration. So, the company registered the business with Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia or SSM under the Business Act Registration 1957. So this an act to prove that they are legitimate and legally registered under the law. Business registration for this company is UT003944-W. Number two, we have capital and business ownership. So what is capital? Another name of capital is owner's equity, whereby the owner bring his or her personal asset into the business. In this case, we have two capital. The first one is personal saving amount 3,000 and the owner also made a personal loan with Tekong Nasional. So what is Tekong Nasional? Tekong Nasional, previously known as Tekong National Foundation, is actually an agency under Ministry of Entrepreneurial Cooperative Development. It is one of the initiatives made by the government to help Bumis Putra entrepreneur in terms of financial facilities to help them grow and develop and also expand their business. Number three, we also have management and control. Since this is sole proprietorship business, it's very obvious that the owner, Mr. Danish Akmal, is the one who manage and control. However, during our interview, Mr. Danish Akmal or the owner says that sometimes he needs some advice, do some consultation and discussion with his worker to make some decision. This is because he wants a new idea and different perspective from the worker to make sure they made a good and the right decision for the benefits of the companies. And the separation between the business and the owner. The business said that he will not use the same account for business transaction and also personal use. Number four, we have liabilities. For sole proprietorship business, the liability is unlimited. Meaning, if one day the companies falls and fail to pay the debt, even the asset they have is not enough to pay the debt, the payable have the right against the owner's properties, such as house, land, and also car. Having said that, whatever profit and loss occur in the business is endured by the owner alone. Last but not least is books and account. There's no legal obligation that the owners must keep the book and prepare for the account. However, for Ishraf Surprise Deco, they have statement of financial position and also income statement for their record. Yet, there's no need and compulsory for them to disclose to the public.
There are 5 major items that company need to record for their financial account. The first one is assets. The asset is divided into two types, which is a tangible non-current asset, such as camera, laptop, and also shooting tools. While the current assets is only about the cash. Okay. The second one is expenses. Expenses must be recorded within the length in 1 month, which is we collect it from the 1st March to the 31st March. It includes the shop rental, transportation, editing software, electric bills, water charges, salary for part-timers, and even props and also the salary. Next one is the liabilities. For the liabilities that the Ishraf Surprise Deco use, only the non-current liabilities, which is from the Tekong Nasional, with the small financial scheme, which amount the RM 10,000 ringgits. Okay. For the next one is the income. The income is we calculate it from the revenue. We collect it from the revenue from the 1st March to 31st March, which is including the 5 account receivable from the 5 clients that they got from the March. Okay. For the last one is the capital. Capital is the owner equities, which is the cash that they brought into the company. with the total around RN 3,000 ringgit.
Recording of transactions in accounting is an extremely important process because it provides the basis for financial statements and tax return, helps in decision making, and it also can be used to track trends and identify opportunities to gain more profit and continue grow the business. As we can see in chart 1, Ishraf surprised Diko only using this process in recording, which is record the transaction from the source documents, complete the financial statement, and lastly, close the books in the end of accounting period. This business decided ending their accounting period on 31st December every year. This process from this business very different from the complete 8 steps of accounting process that we can see in chart 2. Every business should do the recording from records all transactions from source document and transfer the data to journal entries, posting it to trial balance and do the worksheet. After that, process of recording continue to adjust the journal entries, complete the financial statement and finally closing the books. Next, we continue with the strengths of this business based on their recording process. Number 1, operational flexibility. Because of their operational flexibility, this business is able to make decisions more quickly, even in the absence of conventional accounting system. Data from accounting gives management the ability to plan ahead, set a budget, and schedule tasks. Number 2, decrease the business expenditure. As we know, nowadays in this technology age, there are many systems for accounting, but this business have the ability to save costs without having to spend money on an accounting system such as UBS, SQL, AutoCount, because there have high fee for subscribe this system. Number 3, short-term time savings. By not adhering strictly to proper accounting practice, a company might save time in the short run, especially if the business is small and transactions are minimal. Number 4, valuation of business. As this business is doing the recording process, the business accounting records must be kept up to date in order to be properly valued, especially if it is involved in the event that an entity is to be sold. Accounting information can be used to determine the business value. Lastly, maintenance of business record. The accounting recording process involves keeping the records of company documents that enable the owner to carefully enter all financial transactions for a given year in the books of accounts. Because of the size and complexity, management is unable to bring back every transaction for an extended period of time. The size and complexity of the transaction make it impossible for management to recall them for a long time. So that when the business record the transaction, the business will make more money because the company will be aware of whatever package the customer are interested in acquiring.
We have identified 5 areas of weaknesses in this company. First, ineffective in decision making. This company's financial data is not accurately recorded. Management may make decisions based on flawed information, which could result in ineffective strategy planning that is not aligned with the company's financial reality. Next, cash flows problem. Improper accounting may lead to mismanagement of cash flows. For example, if expenses are not properly recorded, the company may underestimate its liability, leading to cash shortage when bills come due. Conversely, if revenue do not properly recognize, the company may overestimate its cash flows, leading to improper investment decision or inability to meet financial obligations. The third one is inaccurate financial reporting. we can inform you that this business is not doing the proper complete accounting cycle. Proper accounting ensures that financial transactions are accurately recorded, summarized, and reported in the company's financial statements. Failure to do so can lead to inaccuracy in the financial statements, which can misrepresent the company's financial position, performance, and cash flows. Subsequently, financial information may be biased, also one of the weaknesses of this company. This business does not have an expert accounting background worker. The accounting records of the entity are personally impacted by the owner. To determine the entity's income, the owner may employ a different variety of techniques for inventory valuation, depreciation, revenue treatment, and capital expense management. Therefore, due to a lack of neutrality, earnings may be misleading. The last one is recording the fixed asset at the original cost. Due to time flow, technical transactions, and other factors, the original cost and the current cost of replacing a fixed asset may differ. Consequently, the balance sheet was unable to accurately represent the company's financial situation.